My tech is saying reconnecting. However, yeah, now I think we're back on again. So I'm not sure what all came through and what hasn't come through. Once again, I'm operating on the YouTube channel side of things for the first time, and our good buddy Dave Nathan got me set up and started. But when things go haywire here, I'm pretty much waving in the dark here, trying to figure out what's going on. So in any case, I think we're streaming now, though. We'd lost the signal for a little bit, got the power back. So let me catch you up. We're in the top of the fourth inning, and the game is 1-1. Adams Central scored in the bottom of the third to tie the game after Bishop Lures had scored in the top of the third. So we had no scoring in the first and second. Here in the third, each team has scored one. And now up to the plate is Mason West for Bishop Lures, the pitcher. And that pitch by Perry is outside for a ball. So hopefully things are coming back now. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot down the right field line. It's going to land fair. The right fielder chasing it down, and it'll be a nice single for Mason West. Kind of inside out swung that one and sliced it down the right field over the head of the first baseman into right field. They're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. And so our courtesy runner here is number 8. And that is Christian Brell. So Christian Brell is in as the courtesy runner. So we'll see here now what we got going. There is nobody out. West is on first base, leading off. The batter is Milo Deem, the left fielder. Again, we're in the top of the fourth inning. There's the pitch, and he drops a bunt, one hopper, and he goes to second and gets the out at second, but they're not going to be able to turn to double play. So nice job by Perry. The bunt was a little bit hard, took one hop right to him. He just turned and fired to second. They were able to get the lead runner. So West is erased at second base. Deem will reach first on a fielder's choice. And that would be, let's see, that's 3-6 for the out. Cam Walters, the catcher, is up to bat. And so we'll see here. Hopefully everything's broadcasting again. I'll count on my compadres to help me out there. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. He's moving to his right. He's going to have to plant. It's not going to be in time. And the runner, Walters, beats it out. It's a clean infield single, as that was kind of a two-hopper to the right. And it was Tester made the play cleanly, fired it to first the best he could, but Walters beat it out easily. So now runners are at first and second, one down. And Anthony Antonuccio up to bat. And Perry spins, looks the runner back at second. So it's Milo Deem at second, Cam Walters at first. Here's the pitch, and it's a bunt attempt by Antonuccio as they're trying to play some small ball to get another run scratched across. The one run that they did get, they had a single in the third, and they stole second, and on the throw got into center field, and Felger made it to third, and then he was sacrificed home on a fly ball. So they're looking to try to do something similar here and eke a run out. Antonuccio had a single in that second inning. And he squared away to bunt, but pulls back as the ball's high. Our scoreboard out in right center is off. There's no electric there. Let's see. Here's the next pitch, and there's another bunt attempt, this time down the left field line, down the third base line. Goes foul. So Antonuccio has tried to bunt twice, has been unable, and so we will see what he does here with 2 strikes. If he stays with the strategy, there is 1 out in the inning, so he's giving himself up to be the second out here if he's able to execute the bunt. The defense is not playing in for a bunt, and that one's just outside. Bloom held it, hoping to get the call, did not. So I believe 2-2 is the count. So they're the runner at first was tying his cleat, I believe. So Antonuccio, the number 8 hitter, back in the box. Perry with the stretch comes in, and that one on the outside corner is called for strike 3. So a strikeout looking, sponsored by the sponsored by Arnold Lumber. That's our 3rd strikeout by Dakota Perry in the game, and that was a big one. Runners at first and second, still threatening out there, but Austin West, the number 9 hitter, who's the shortstop, up to bat. So Adam Central's Perry looking to pitch out of the jam, and that pitch is on the inside corner at the knees for a strike. That's a great pitch to lead with as you are looking to keep the ball around the edges of the plate. Don't let him get the bat on it. There's a nice breaking pitch moving outside, fouled back by West, and it'll be strike 2. So 0-2 for Perry, and he's 1 strike away from getting out of this 4th inning unscathed. Runners at first and second, got 2 outs. The leadoff batter got a single, but he was erased on a caught stealing. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. It was a fielder's choice by Milo Deem. Caught stealing had happened earlier in the 3rd inning. But a fielder's choice, a bunt that went back to Perry, and Perry was able to wheel around and get the out at second. And that's pretty much kept everybody, kept the Knights from scoring here, because they followed that up with another single. And the fielder's choice, of course, put a runner on base too. So here we go. 2 strikes on Austin West. Perry with the pitch and throws it outside. West looked, but he did not go. And Perry dropped the sidearm that time and kind of swept one away, trying to get West to bite on it. Could not. So we're doing it all over again, and that one comes in high across the plate, but around the maybe just under the chin height, too high ball. And so it's either 2-2 or 3-2. Again, without the board operating, not able to keep track of that very well. But I do know we're still in there. And there's a pitch, fouled off of the batter, or off of the catcher. He fouled it down, came off of Bloom's instep. Keegan Bloom kind of went down for a little bit. Now he's kind of walking around to walk it off. That is why they call those the tools of ignorance, folks, back there. The catchers take a beating at times. I was a catcher back in Little League way back, but we weren't running into near the kind of velocity that these pitchers and foul balls and things throw. And that outside for a ball, and that'll load the bases as it's another walk for Perry. That's his first, second, third of the game. So 2 down, bases are loaded, and we're back to the top of the order, and it's Jaden Mays, the leadoff batter, who walked in the first inning and singled in the 3rd. So we're going to have a little bit of a conference on the mound here. And while they do that, we're going to take the opportunity to listen to one of our sponsors and be right back after this.
Don't be embarrassed by your smile any longer. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere from Decatur Dental Services. And I am now accepting orthodontic patients. If you or one of your children are looking to improve your smiles, please call our office to set up an initial appointment. Decatur Dental Services, providing the oral care that you and your family deserve.
All right, so back at South Adams High School, Jaden Mays, the leadoff batter, steps in, swings at the first pitch, and fouls it back to the screen. This is loaded, top of the fourth, 2 down. And Perry trying to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. We have a 1-1 ball game, folks. Adams Central and Bishop Luers. And that one fouled back as well. So 2 nice pitches by Perry, and both fouled back. He's now up 0-2. So he's looking to try to get out of the inning. Jaden Mays trying to give Luers a little bit of cushion here and take the lead. And the pitch, and another one fouled back. So Perry has just brought it right down Broadway and challenged him. That was just a fastball right there, about thigh high, maybe on the outside part of the plate. And Mays fouled that one back. So here looking in is Perry. And he does that once in a while. He's done that 3 or 4 times in the ball game where he's just held it and held his position until the batter is calling time and steps out of the box and try to get him out of rhythm any way you can. So Perry looking. Now he goes into the windup. And here's a pitch. Oh, just a breaking ball just off the outside corner. He kind of wanted it. He took a little hop off the mound like I could take that strikeout looking, but it was off the plate. So 1-2 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one catches the outside corner and got him looking as Jaden Mays was frozen on that one. And that'll end the threat. So in the inning, no runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 3 men left on base. But at the end of 3.5, our score is still Adams Central 1 and Bishop Luers 1.
Meyer Auto Sales in downtown Monroeville is your local home for sales, service, and bodywork. Celebrating 99 years in business, Meyer is a longtime supporter of high school athletics and a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Come see us for all your auto service needs, from oil changes to brake service. Meyer Auto Sales also provides towing services and has a full-service body shop. If you're in an accident, give us a call and we will help you through the process of getting back on the road again as soon as we can. Meyer Auto Sales encourages you to support your local team. Get on out to the ball game and to stop in the next time your car needs service. Meyer Auto Sales, the cornerstone of downtown Monroeville.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
Back at South Adams High School, the Harry Anderson baseball field here in Bern, Indiana. A gorgeous field. They had it renovated here not too long ago. And out in the outfield, you got a nice scoreboard, although today it's dysfunctional. They're having electrical issues with it. There's no power whatsoever on the board, so the PA announcer here having to put some announcements out occasionally. In left center, you got 1972 state runner-up and in 1982 state finalist billboard. So some good tradition here at South Adams in the baseball program. We have a new pitcher for Bishop Luers, and it is number 3. Let me see if I can find this quickly enough here to talk about it. Number 3 is Travis North. So Travis North takes over the pitching. I'm not sure if he is in the same position in the lineup as Mason West. I guess we'll catch up with that as we go. But Jason North, Travis North, and we'll see what Mr. North can do. West went 3 full innings. And the first pitch to Keegan Bloom is roped between short and third into left field for a clean single. So Mr. North was treated a little bit rudely by Mr. Bloom as he just roped it right into left field for an opening single. And once again, for 4 straight innings, Adams Central's gotten the leadoff batter on. And they've only got 1 run in the game so far. They're looking to be a little more successful. The third baseman is Keegan Combs. And Combs will, and he tries to bunt and waves through it, and it'll be a strike 1. We have a courtesy runner at first for Adams Central, and I believe it's Jamison Roach, number 6, the freshman. So they often do that, especially for the catchers. Let them get their equipment. Usually the catchers aren't the fleetest of foot on the base paths, although I know Mr. Bloom can run. But that's especially if you put pads on him and put him out on the football field. So Keegan Combs up the plate. North with the stretch, throws it, and it's a little high, ball. And it's 2-1 is the count. Now I can get that from the umpire here. Again, the board is just dysfunctional, so we'll do the best we can to bring it to you. And there's one. Combs got way out in front of it and fouled it to the dugout on the third base side. 2-2 now the count. Here in the 4th inning, we're tied at 1. And leadoff runner, Keegan Bloom, leadoff batter with a single. Pinch runner came in for him. And again, the pinch runner is Jamison Roach. And that ball was in the dirt. So we have a full count now for Keegan. Travis North, the pitcher, just came in here in the 4th inning. Stretch. Tall, lanky right-hander. And that one's off the plate. It'll be a walk for Combs. And so now runners at first and second. Nobody out. And the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, Lawson Deeth, due to the plate. But we have, let's see here. They're coming out. Oh, I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Mr. Combs, too. That is number 21, Cameron Fravel. So Cameron Fravel comes in as a courtesy runner. Lawson Deeth, the left fielder, is indeed going to bat. So they weren't pinch hitting, they were pinch running. Travis North, as we mentioned, came in. He is a tall, lanky right-hander. See if we can get some stats on him on his pitching. I have them. I just got to pull them up. And there, Deeth squared away to bunt and pulled it back. Ball 1. The pitch was low. Okay, so Mr. North, a 3.65 ERA. He's 3-3 on the season. And he's pitched the most innings of anybody on the team, 30.2 innings in the season. Oh, and there's a throw down to second as Keegan Bloom, or rather Jeremy Roche, had Jamison Roach, had led off of the bag a little bit too far. They didn't get him, but it made it a pretty close play. So Deeth now ready, he squares, and that pitch way outside. And so nobody would have gone after that one. So I think we're technologically still broadcasting here. Everything looks like it's working now. I've had some technical difficulties so far on my first YouTube channel broadcast, but It does look like it's going. There was a take from Deeth and 3-0, and he took one on the inside corner for a strike. Again, squaring away to bunt and then pulling it back, and he was kind of hoping that would be called a ball, but it looked pretty good from here. So, North in the windup, in the stretch. The shortstop running behind to the base, and so North steps off the rubber. And we'll do it again. The runner's taking their lead. North in the stretch, and the pitch. And that one's also on the inside corner as Deeth pulled back the bat again, and another called strike. So we're either at 2-2 or 3-2. It is 3-2 as the umpire puts him up. So full count. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Jets. Here comes the pitch, and fouled back away by Deeth. Nice swing at that one, a little behind it, but that was probably North's best effort to the plate so far. Came in this inning, relieving Mason West. North, a little more traditional looking, comes from up top. He's longer and leaner, and there's a ball 4. So back-to-back walks drawn by the Jets. And now you've got bases loaded, nobody out, and the top of the order. So Adams Central really looking to do some damage here. Coach Foster, I'm sure, expecting some things to happen. We're going to have a little mound visit here from the manager or the coach from Bishop Lures. He's talking to got the whole inning, the whole infield in there. And Jack Hamilton waits in the wings, and all he's doing is batting .444 for the season coming into today. And today he is 1 for 2, so he has not hurt that average at all. So that is the second mound visit. The umpire indicating back to the scoring booth back here. So now let's see what Mr. Hamilton can do. The infield is in. They are going to try to cut off the run at home. And first pitch is at the knees, strike 1. Nice pitch that time by North to come back. And pretty obvious that Hamilton was going to at least take a strike, make him throw after 2 consecutive walks. And so North steps off the rubber. Hamilton steps back out. Now they're both in again. Taking his sign from the catcher. Goes into the windup, and here it is. Oh, big cut. No contact for Hamilton. Strike 1. Or strike 2. That one came on the inside part at the knees. And Hamilton could not bring his bat in enough to get to it. So 0-2, and North is just bringing some heat right now. Here's the next one, and that one's off the plate outside. Hamilton does not chase it. 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 the game, but the Jets are threatening. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Top of the order, Jack Hamilton up to the plate. And here's the pitch, and it's well outside into the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Cam Walters, for... no, I take it back. That is not Cam Walters anymore. There's where the Mason West went to. Mason West is now catching. He was pitching the first 3 innings. Now he's catching. But that was a nice block that time to keep that ball from getting back to the backstop and allowing a run to score. North now. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. And he catches the outside corner at the knees. Hamilton, no argument, just kind of backs off. He's okay. Congratulations. Nice pitch. So there's the first out. Struck out looking by Hamilton. Still bases loaded. 1 down. Cade Vandeweghe up to the plate. And Vandeweghe had a double in the 3rd inning and has the only run in the game for the Jets. And turns on one and pulls it foul. Left-hander is Vandeweghe. left-handed batter anyway. And North gets ahead on Vandeweghe, 0-1. So after a couple of consecutive walks, mound visit from the coach for Lures and Jeff Stansky, and now North has been bringing some strikes and some heat. Here comes another one. That one's a little low, though, over the plate, but that one's a ball, 1-1. So these are the moments here. If you're Adams Central, you've got to convert and take the lead here. You put yourself in a position to do so. And that one's a little low and inside as well. Ball 2. If you're Bishop Lures, you're looking to gain momentum. If you can get out of this inning without giving up any runs, or even if you can hold them to 1, you're going to feel pretty good about that. That you can take some momentum. So now 2-1. And here's the pitch. And it's going to be a high chopper to first base. And it's going to score a run as Vandeweghe gets tagged out going to first by the first baseman. So that'll be 3 unassisted on the out. But it's an RBI for Vandeweghe, and the Jets take the lead 2-1. So the other runners also advanced. So Cameron Fravel running for Combs is now at third. Lawson Deeth is at second. And the batter is Trevor Curry. And that time North took a little bit off of that one. He'd been throwing some heat for most of the last couple of at-bats, and that time he took some off. Curry way out in front of it. 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Oh, that one over the back of the head of Curry. No intention on that one. Obviously slipped out of North's hands, but Curry just ducked it. Not one of those you're not going to take for the team, not in the ear hole. And so North now in the stretch. Here it comes. And a ground ball goes through between short and third, and it's bobbled by the left fielder. So here one run is in, second run is in, and it's going to be a single by Trevor Curry, and then an error on the left fielder that allowed him to get to second base. And RBI-wise, he's either going to get 1 or 2. They would have had to make a really good play to get it because both runners were running. It was 2 down. So we're going to give him 2 ribbies on that hit. So a 2 RBI single by Curry drives in both Fravel and Deeth. And now a 3-run inning for the Jets as they capitalize finally on getting those leadoff runners on the base. Still 2 down, but we got a runner at second, does Adams Central, and Dakota Perry, the cleanup batter. And he is wanting to keep this rally going. But we're at 4-1 now. And here comes the pitch. And a high fly ball down the left field side behind third base. And the third baseman went and made a great reach and play and a catch on it. So pop out to the third baseman is the third out in the inning from Perry. But in the inning, 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks. There was 1 error, 1 runner left on base. And at the end of 4 complete innings, the score Adams Central 4, Bishop Lures 1.
Now, there's a better way to feed your show animals. Check with the nutrition suppliers at Lehman Feed Mill on 000 in Bern for Hubbard Feed Show-Right Show Feeds. With Show-Right, the name says it all. For your show cattle, pig, goat, lamb, and rabbit feeds, they have the newest ingredient technology available. Increase your competitive advantage and go for the purple with Show-Right Show Feeds, available at Lehman Feed Mill, 000 in Bern. Give them a call at 589-2451. Now, there's a better way to feed your show animals. Check with the nutrition suppliers at Lehman Feed Mill on
At Innovative, we pride ourselves on selling and installing cutting-edge technology. Hi, this is Tina. We proudly offer Martin Logan products. Martin Logan sets the standard for luxury, handcrafted, electrostatic loudspeakers that deliver eye-opening, utterly truthful audio experience unlike anything else. Stop into our showroom at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur to see and hear Martin Logan products for yourself. Innovative Concepts. Celebrating 30 years, we bring technology to you.
Back here at Harry Anderson Field at South Adams High School. And we're in the top of the 5th inning, and in the bottom of the 4th, Adams Central scored 3 runs to take a 4-1 lead. And we had a pitching change in the top of the inning for Bishop Lures, and it was Travis North that gave up the 3 runs. We now have a pitching change for the Jets, number 5. And that is Cade Vandeweghe coming in. And so Vandeweghe is the lead pitcher, I guess you would call him, number 1 option for the Jets by the number of innings and stats for the year. Vandeweghe is a 1.76 ERA, although Dakota Perry with a 1.44 ERA was no slouch, but Vandeweghe with 5-3 record. So he comes in. He's a lefty. Give him a different look. And coming up it'll be Jacob Felger leading off for the Knights here in the 5th inning. We want to thank our 3rd and 4th inning sponsor, Innovative Concepts. And they have been our 3rd and 4th inning sponsor all season long for baseball, softball, and they will do so through the tournament series. But now we're in the 5th inning, and our 5th, 6th, and 7th inning sponsor is Graber Insurance. And Graber Insurance is one of our most loyal sponsors for sports, high school sports in Adams County. They've been with us for virtually every sport that we do. So we appreciate their contributions. So Vandeweghe's pitch goes outside here. That's, I believe, now 2-1 is the count. Again, if you're just joining, the scoreboard in right field does not have any electricity. And there's a pitch that's ripped out into right field, 1 hop, and he's going to try to throw him out at first. And he rounded first. He was clean, was Felger, and the throw pulled the first baseman Curry off the bag. He went and chased it down, and then he tried to dive back to get Felger, who was diving back into the bag in a close play, but Felger is back in. So single to right field. A lot of action, not much else happening there other than the single, but nice play by the right fielder to, on the 1 hop, throw it in. He's playing fairly shallow, and the ball was hit pretty hard out to him. And the right fielder, and I'm not real sure who's playing right field now because it's not Vandeweghe anymore. He has moved to the pitching mound again. So leadoff batter is on base, Felger. Now up for the Knights is Isaac Zay, the first baseman. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game, had a single in the first inning. He is responsible for the sacrifice fly that brought in the run in the 3rd inning. So he has the 1 RBI so far. And Felger is taking lead off of the first. Now lefty on the mound. Vandeweghe's got a better look at him. We'll see if that's going to hold him a little better at the base, and he's not going anywhere. Vandeweghe's pitch well off the plate for a ball. We are here, top of the 5th, 4-1 in favor of Adams Central. If you're just joining us, Mike Mackey here at South Adams High School. Harry Anderson Field in the opening round of sectional, and there's a pitch down the middle that's fouled straight back to the screen. So Zay had that one timed pretty well in terms of matching, hitting it straight back to the fence. So Vandeweghe getting back onto the mound. Zay back into the batter's box. He looks at first, looks at the runner, and here comes the pitch. And it's a strike. Zay check swing on it, but held up, thinking maybe it was outside, and called a strike. So it's 1-2, I believe. Nobody out. Runner at first for the Knights. 4-1 in favor of Adams Central, top of the fifth inning. And they're held it long enough that Zay takes a step out of the batter's box. So he'll step back in, and we'll reset, and we'll do this again. The left-hander rocks, fires, and throws it right by Zay. A big swing and miss. And so there's the first strikeout for Vanderweg. And Arnold, chalk up another Arnold Lumber strikeout for the game, as that one came right down Broadway and just overpowered him. Kirchhoff, the batter now with one out. Runner still at first. Kirchhoff, the cleanup hitter, and went after that one and tried to check his swing, could not, so strike one. That pitch had a little movement and pulled a little pace off of it. Kirchhoff could not hold up. And here comes the next one. That one's a breaking ball off the outside of the plate, ball one. 1-1. Top of the fifth. 4-1. Adams Central with the lead. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he's going to go to first, and they got him picked off if they can get it there in time, and they do. Throw goes to first. He throws it to the shortstop, who puts the tag, and so that will be a caught stealing, and that was 1-3-6. So nice job by the Jets defense to erase the runner. And so now Kirchhoff has nobody on and two down. And here comes the pitch, and that one's called strike on the outside corner. From our vantage point, that was a generous strike on the outside corner, but again, we're up here in the booth behind the plate. We can't see very well exactly where these are at. Oh, and that was time called, no pitch on that one. So the ball would have been a ball, but it was outside. I don't think, though, that it counted. Umpire's hand was up. So Kirchhoff ready. Here comes the pitch. That one's well off the plate, outside for a ball. And we are at, couldn't see the umpire's indication there, but I think it's at 2-1. Two down. Nobody on after they erased the leadoff batter, Felger, on a caught stealing. Had him picked off at first, and the first baseman, Curry, able to relay to shortstop at second base and get the out in time. Played, and there's a hopper up the middle, and it's going to get through to center field. So there's a base hit. That caught stealing looms big now, as that had Felger been able to get to second base, he would have been able to score on that high chopper that took 3 or 4 bounces to get out to the center fielder. So Mason West, who started as a pitcher and became the catcher, up to plate, 2 down, runner at first, and West is 1 for 2 in the game so far. Had a single in the 4th inning to lead it off, and takes strike 1 on the inside corner, high in the zone. West kind of gave the umpire a bit of a glance, but didn't argue too much about it. Steps back in. Vanderweg peers in, looks for a sign. Now he's in the stretch. Looking at first, and the pitch, and blows one by him, low and outside. Nice pitch as West took a big swing, couldn't reach it. So 0-2 now. One more strike here, and Vanderweg can get out of the inning cleanly with no runs. And here it is, and that one's outside. Could not get West to chase. So 1-2 the count. Runner at first. 4-1 is the score. Adams Central leading Bishop Luers here in the top of the fifth. And Vanderweg's pitch, and it's also high and outside. So 2-2 as the count evens. West looking down to third base to the coach. And I'm not sure with 2 outs there's a whole lot that could be actually going on. But we shall see. And Vanderweg looking. Here he comes. Oh, and he throws a breaking ball that freezes West and gets him looking. So second strikeout in the inning, another Arnold Lumber strikeout for Vanderweg. And he gets out of the inning with no damage. In the inning, no runs on 2 hits. But the caught stealing wipes out the first one. 1 runner left on base. And so heading to the bottom of the fifth, our score, Adams Central 4 and Bishop Luers 1.
Outdoor cooking is great anytime, but spring is the best time. Hitzer, 269 East Main Street in Bern has a complete line of gas, wood pellet, and big green egg charcoal grills.
Plus, Hitzer has outdoor fire pits, cast iron Dutch ovens for outdoor cooking and camping.
Even cast iron kettles from 9 quarts up to 40 gallons. Hitzer, getting ready for spring. Grilling
And cooking.
Outdoor cooking is great anytime,
But spring is the best.
The importance of pitching is never more evident than during sectional week. Is your young pitcher struggling to maximize velocity using the lower half of their body? That's where Ground Force Sport comes in. They've been helping softball and baseball pitchers around the country develop lower body strength using cutting-edge technology developed specifically for young pitchers. Check out their King of the Hill, Queen of the Hill, and their new King of the Swing machines at groundforcesport.com.
Hey, does anybody know what days Pizza King of Decatur has their world-famous smorgasbord? Hey, I do. Hi, it's Steve, the King from Pizza King. This has to be the biggest question we get on a weekly basis. So here's the scoop. We offer lunchtime smorgasbord Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, Sundays, 11 to 1:30, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings, 5 to 8:30. So swing out and see us east of downtown Decatur, or as always, give us a ring at 728-2151. And as always, the difference is in the squares.
All right, we're back at South Adams High School. Mike Mackey bringing you the action today on the YouTube channel. A new thing for me. And the batter for Adams Central as they bring a 4-1 lead to the bottom of the fifth. Ethan Funk up to bat. He's number 5 hitter in the order, the second baseman, and fouls the first pitch off for a strike. Travis North back on the mound, and there's a high fly ball hit down the right field line toward the foul, but the wind holds it up and keeps it in, and the first baseman makes a nice play. Zay with the out. So a pop-up to the first baseman is the first out for the inning. Ryan Tester up to bat next, and Tester has a walk in the second inning. And I don't remember how he reached in the third inning, but I know it was a fielder's choice play. So here we are in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan Tester up, nobody on, 1 out. There's a nice breaking ball by North. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman who fields it, backhands it, throws to first in time. So nice job by Felger. Made a nice little backhand play. Throws him out at first. And just like that, 2 up, 2 down. Keegan Bloom back up to the plate. And Bloom 2 for 2 in the game. And in the fourth inning, Jamison Roach pinch ran for him and scored the second run of the game for the Jets. And so it is Bloom stepping in against North, who, after giving up a couple of walks in the beginning part of that fourth inning when he came in, really settled down, although he did give up the big RBI single that brought in 2 runs. And there's a shot up the middle by Bloom. That's his third hit of the ball game. Another single. That one just about hit the ankles of North at the pitching mound. Had to do a little dance to get out of the way. It was coming through pretty quickly. And so Jamison Roach will come in and run for Bloom once again, see if he can score his second run of the game. So we have, let's see, it's Keegan Combs up to the plate. He had a sacrifice in the second inning and a walk, and his pinch runner, Cameron Fravel, scored in the fourth. So Combs looking to generate something with 2 outs. Runner at first. Once again, we're in the bottom of the fifth, and it's Adams Central 4, Bishop Lures 1. North with the pitch. It's a little low. Combs watched it all the way in and did not offer, and it's called a ball. North with the stretch and the pitch, and that one's in for a strike. And I think we have, trying to get the count here, 2-1. So Combs steps in. Again, Roach is pinch running at first. Here comes the throw, and chopped foul down the third baseline. And so the count even now at 2-2. Four to 1 score in favor of Adams Central. Bottom of the fifth. So 2 more attempts for Lures to try to catch up. And there's a ground ball between short and second, between short and third for a single out to left field. And so back-to-back singles by the Keegans. Keegan Bloom, Keegan Combs, back-to-back. And runners at first and second now. And 2 down. And we have another mound visit by the coach for Bishop Lures. And he's going to take the ball. So we're going to have a pitching change. So we will take a little bit of a break while they do that and play one of our sponsors and be right back for more of this fifth inning after this.
Life's a journey. Along the way, F&M Bank can be your financial partner. When you're beginning, starting out and starting a family. When you're growing, buying your first car or first home. When you're planning for your kids' education or retiring, F&M can help you reach your goals with personal savings, personal checking, home and auto loans, and more. Because at F&M, it's about you and us. Learn more at fm.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, and MLS number 407535.
Every child has the right to the financial support from both parents, regardless of whether the parents are married, live together, or live separately. Please call the Adams County Prosecutor's Office if you need help with establishing paternity, obtaining a child support order, or enforcing of a child support order. In some cases, failure to pay child support can result in criminal charges. The Adams County Prosecutor's Office will diligently and aggressively pursue the collection of support from those who try to avoid this responsibility. There is no cost to get the help of the Prosecutor's Office. If you need help, give the office a call today at 724-5362 or visit adamscountyprosecutor.com.
Don Meyer.
All right, we're back here at South Adams High School. And we have a pitching change here in the bottom of the fifth. Travis North able to get the first 2 batters from Adams Central out. Got a pop-up to the first baseman, Zay, for the first out, and got a ground ball to second base from Tester for the second out. But Keegan and Keegan back-to-back hit singles, and that prompted Coach Foster to come out. He's now going with the former first baseman, Zay, who is now pitching, and Isaac Zay with a 2.24 ERA coming in. He's a 2-2 record on the year. He has the second most strikeouts of anyone on the team with 38 strikeouts in 25 innings pitched. And Zay is a tall right-hander. He's even just maybe a touch taller and bigger than Mr. North, who just got done. So Isaac Zay, the pitcher, and his first pitch goes right past the catcher. And so a wild pitch will move the runners from first and second to second and third. So Lawson Deeth, the batter, steps in, and he's up ahead with a 1-0 count. Zay looking in for the instructions. Gets the pitch and fouled down to the third base side. Little chopper. The catcher was the opening pitcher, Mason West. Isaac Zay moved from first to pitching now. I don't know exactly what happened. There's a strike on a breaking ball down the middle. So Deeth looking to extend this 4-1 lead for the Jets here in inning number 5, trying to stretch this out and maybe put this ball game out of reach. And a single will probably bring in 2, but instead a nice pitch. Zay strikes him out with a breaking ball down the middle. And so the first strikeout for Zay is the fifth Arnold Lumber strikeout for, the fourth Arnold Lumber strikeout for the Bishop Luers Knights. In the inning, Adams Central, no runs, 2 hits. There were no errors. There was a wild pitch, but 2 men left on base. And at the end of 5, our score, Adams Central 4, Bishop Luers 1.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Blood donations are critically important, especially in the summer months. Help Best One of Monroe and the Red Cross by giving blood during our annual blood drive, May 30th and 31st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hi, I'm Matt Brown, manager of Best One of Monroe. This year's blood drive will be held at the Lighthouse, 201 South Van Buren Street in Monroe. Donors will receive a free oil change from Valvoline and Best One of Monroe. To schedule your donation appointment, use your blood donor app or call Michelle at Best One of Monroe. Be a lifesaver. Give blood. Visit bestoneofmonroe.com for details.
We're back at South Adams High School, Harry Anderson Field. Top of the 6th inning, 4-1 is the score in favor of Adams Central as they look to get into the next round of the sectional here at South Adams. This is the 2A sectional 37 officially. The winner of this game will play the winner of the game tomorrow between Eastbrook and Blackford, and that game will be played on Saturday at 11 o'clock. So that's what these 2 teams are playing for today, is to get to the Saturday morning 11 o'clock game. Milo Deem is the leadoff batter. No, maybe not. Yes, it is. It is Milo Deem. Trying to catch a number here as he's out there, and he fouled the first pitch off. Cade Vandeweghe is still on the mound here, coming in the 5th inning, and was able to get through the 5th inning unscathed. Did give up a leadoff single, actually gave up 2 hits in the inning, but they were able to pick off the runner at first, actually got him tagged out at second to erase him, and then that helped, and then Vandeweghe took care of business and struck out the other 2 batters in the inning to get to the 6th. And there's a nice pitch down low, waved at by Deem. So 2-2 is the count. Again, wind blowing still pretty viciously from right to left here as we look at it. There's a 2-hopper to the first baseman, and Curry will take it himself for the out. So 3 unassisted is the official scoring on that one. And 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Once again, our 5th, 6th, and 7th innings are brought to you by Graber Insurance. Allow Graber Insurance to quote a home and auto insurance package for you. Check with Mark Toby or Kyle in Bern or Barb in Decatur. And there's a long fly ball out to center. It's off of the fence, just in somewhat left center. And it'll be a double for Cam Walters as he got to put a charge into that one. It rode the wind, I think, a little bit from away from the center fielder, Jack Hamilton. Landed just at the base of the fence. He threw it back in, but a 2-base double for Walters. And that was one of the better hit balls we've had in the ball game. So Anthony Antonuccio comes up next. And he is not going to be the batter. We have a pinch batter. It is number 14, Jackson Hill. So Jackson Hill is a pinch hitter. And Antonuccio was the center fielder. He may be back out there, but Antonuccio with like a 181 batting average. And Hill takes a swing at that one and misses. Strike 1. So Lure's threatening here in the 6th. Only 2 innings left here. They got 5 outs left. They're trying to make up a 4-1 deficit to these Jets. Cade Vandeweghe looks at the runner at second. And now the batter steps out. Time. So everybody kind of mills around a little bit. We go back and we reset. Jackson Hill, pinch hitter, in. He's a right-hand batter. And Vandeweghe pitches high and outside for a ball. So Vandeweghe looking in. Checking all my monitor indicators here, making sure we're still broadcasting. Had a little bit of problem in the first half of the ball game with just some technology issues I had to come up with. And there's a pitch, hit by pitch, as Vandeweghe came in with a breaking ball that just kept breaking in on Hill, and Hill kind of turned his back to it and took it in the backside. He will trot down to first base. And so now the Knights have something going with runners at first and second and 1 down. Top of the 6th, Cade Vandeweghe on the mound. The batter is the number 9 hitter, Austin West, the shortstop. And he drives one to left field. The left fielder's on his horse, and one hops into the fence. This will score a run. First one's coming around. He chases it down, and it's a double by Austin West. So 2 doubles here in the inning for the Bishop Luers. Knights have scored 1 run, a nice RBI double by West. And that moves, Walters scored on the play. That moves Jackson Hill to third, and West gets to second on the double. So with 1 down, runners at second and third, we're now at 4-2. And back up to the top of the order with Jaden Mays. And Jaden Mays walked in the first inning, singled in the third, and then struck out looking in the 4th. Here comes Vandeweghe's pitch is inside, ball 1. So we have a situation here brewing. Another one of those key moments in the ball game. Adams Central had it earlier with bases loaded and nobody out, and they were able to score 3. Bishop Luers down with runners at second and third with 1 out. There's a strike on the outside corner. Mays taking it all the way. So if, again, Luers looking to try to even this game up with the tying run at second base and only 1 down. Adams Central looking to get out of here and still have the lead. Oh, nice breaking pitch that time. And Mays waited on it and tried to wave at it late and couldn't find it. And so 1-2 now is the count. Again, Vandeweghe, a left-hander. He brings the pitch home, and it's fouled back to the screen. So Mays stays alive. We're in the top of the sixth. Key part of the ball game. 4-2 now is the score. And here comes the pitch from Vandeweghe. And fouled back. This one goes over the backstop and fence. Hope nobody's parked too closely over there. That one might have got to him. So we're still at 1-2, I believe, on the count. Vandeweghe with the stretch and the pitch. Throws a little breaking ball, and it's lifted into center field, and a running. Oh, I thought he made the catch, and he did not. Jack Hamilton got a glove on it. Both runners will score, and it'll be a double for Jaden Mays. Third double in the inning. So Jack Hamilton moving to his right, and the ball was blowing away from him as the wind blowing voraciously from right field to left field, and he got out there, and it looked from this angle like he might have got a glove on the ball and caught it, but he did not. It got past him. He just could not catch up to it with that wind pushing it, and we're all knotted up now at 4. So 2 RBIs on the play for Jordan Mays, and now he is at second, and the threat continues for Bishop Lures, and we have a new ball game here in the 6th at 4-4. Jacob Felger up to bat. He is 2 for 3 in the game and takes that one outside, ball 1. So a couple of pretty well-hit balls here by the Knights in inning number 6. Vandeweghe got a couple of strikeouts in inning 5, but he's not fooling too many people here in inning 6. They're getting some pretty good touches on it. There's a swing and a miss. By Felger. Jacob Felger, the number 2 hitter in the lineup. He's a second baseman for Lures. And he's trying to drive home the lead runner with just an inning and a half left here. Adams Central has 2 more at-bats. Bishop Lures in their second last round of at-bats, providing we don't go extra innings. As we mentioned at the very beginning before in the pregame, Adams Central just came off of an 11-inning game the other night against Eastside. I don't think they'd like to have that happen again here. You burn through your pitchers because anymore everything's about pitch count. You just can't, in a sectional, you don't want to have that many pitches being thrown by the guys that have to take you there, but you got to do what you got to do. So, runner at second, 1 down. Oh, and that one gets away from Bloom at the plate. It hits the dirt and down the third base line. That'll advance the runner to third. So, a wild pitch. And 1 out. Runner now at third. Jaden Mays, the leadoff batter for Lures. He's got some speed. So the infield is in, all on the grass. Interesting to see. Oh, big swing. And the ball got away from Bloom, but he did a nice job of checking the runner back at third and throws him out at first for the out. So strike out, throw it out to first. So 2 down. Isaac Zay, who came in to pitch in that last inning, started the game at first base. He has a single, he has a sacrifice RBI, and he struck out. So he is 1 for 2 officially on the day with an RBI. And here's the pitch, and it's low and inside. Nice block by Bloom behind the plate. And so he's going to I'm not sure what was going on there. Their little conversation before Bloom threw it back to Vandeweghe, but 1-0 is the count. Dangerous hitter, number 3 hitter in the lineup, and then on deck is Ben Kirchhoff, the cleanup hitter. So you're running through the heart of the lineup here is Adams Central trying to get out of here and keep this tied at 4. There's a pitch, and that one's high. Ball. And I believe it's now ball 2 or ball 3. Once again, it is 2-1. There we go. The scoreboard is out, so we have no way of verifying the count from that source. That ball missed low, so it's 3-1. I don't think they're going to give Zay too much to hit, although you don't want to put too many runners on base, but you got to, and popped him up, and the right side is Curry, and it comes all the way back, and it's the second baseman, Funk, who makes the catch. So that was a tough one because that's one that got up in the wind and started out as a foul ball looking. Curry was about 10 feet into foul territory. It ended up blowing all the way back into fair territory, but Funk was staying with it, made the catch, and they get out of the inning. So in the inning, Bishop Luers scores 3 runs on 3 hits, a hit by pitch, and all 3 of those hits were doubles. They left 1 on base on third, stranded, and at the end of 5.5, we're all knotted up at 4. We'll be back right after a few words from our sponsors.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
See Toby, Mark, Kyle, or Barb at Graber Insurance, with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
We're back at South Adams High School, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the top of the order up for Adams Central. We're knotted at 4. They took a 4-1 lead into the bottom or the top of that 6th inning, but Bishop Luers able to score 3 runs and tie it up, and Jack Hamilton starts things off right for the Jets with a single up the middle to the first base side of second base, and so leadoff batter once again on for the Jets. There's only been 1 inning out of the first 6 that they have not had the leadoff runner or leadoff batter get to first base. That is, Jack Hamilton is now 2 for 4 in the game. So Hamilton has not scored a run yet in this game. As leadoff runner, he leads the team in scoring. Oh, he gets caught off the bag a little bit, but he gets back. That pitch got away from the catcher for a moment, who was able to gather it quickly. Hamilton kind of took an extended lead, and then by the time the catcher was able to throw it down to first, he was able to get back. So ball 1 here on Cade Vandeweghe, who is trying to help his cause. And a throw to first. So interesting things going on here. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here comes the pitch from Zay. And that one is called a strike, I believe. On the pitch, Hamilton steals second base, and he's in safely. The throw was there, but it came in high, and by the time the shortstop was able to drop the tag, Hamilton was on the bag. So stolen base, and that is a key part. Now they got runner in scoring position at second base, nobody out. Vandeweghe up to plate, see if he squares and bunts. The first baseman is sneaking in, and that pitch was taken for a ball. He did square to bunt, but he pulled it back. And the count, I believe, now 2-0 or 2-1. Again, we have no way of being able to verify, and I'm not going to be able to keep track of that. Oh, and there goes, that was inside, and the Vandeweghe gets out of the way, and the ball goes all the way back to the bat stop, and Hamilton advances to third. So the Jets now have a runner on third, nobody out here in the sixth. So definitely a good opportunity to bring in that lead run from third with just nobody out. Vandeweghe, the infield in tight, and Vandeweghe offers at a pitch on the outside, tried to hold up and check up. He couldn't do it. And that was probably ball 4, outside and a little bit high. Zay's got a little zip to it, and so the batters don't have a lot of time to think about it. Here comes the stretch and the pitch. Oh, and right down Broadway, and Vandeweghe takes a big swing and misses. So give a strikeout to Zay. That's his second strikeout of the ball game, and the the first out in the inning. Arnold Lumber, our strikeout sponsors, and here now up is Trevor Curry with the same situation. Runner at third, only one down this time instead of none. But you got that run, that out to work with. Curry could, anything that he can get in play, got a good chance of Hamilton scoring. The infielders are in, though, going to try to cut down the run at the plate if they get a ground ball that they can handle. But that also makes it a little bit easier to punch the ball through the infield. That pitch was a ball. Curry waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. That was up high. So I think we got 2-1 for a count. Nope, correction, 3-0. So a little danger here for the Knights. Zay with the stretch and the pitch. And well outside, ball 4. So on 4 straight pitches, Trevor Curry draws the base on balls, and he will head to first. And so now the Jets with runners at first and third with only one out. Dakota Perry, the starting pitcher for today's game, is now up. I believe he is now out in, I think he's now out in right field after Vandeweghe came in, but I'm not real positive on that. Never had an official an official report on who moved to where out there. So that throw back to first to try to keep Curry there. Probably a play on of some type, I would think, from Adam Central here to have Curry go for second, and then whether they throw through or do not throw through. The second baseman and shortstop have moved back to regular kind of double play depth. The third baseman is still in on the grass. The first baseman, and now they've got Curry picked off, and now they're going to chase him down. And now they got Jack Hamilton at third, and they got him in a pickle. And so he's going to try to run home, and he gets tagged. So they tried to get the steal and draw the play to second. They did to some extent. The Curry had it pretty well made. Hamilton kept drifting off at third, looking for his opportunity to go home, and he got picked off at third. 2 or 3 throws back and forth, and I can't do the official scoring on that one. I'm not sure who all was involved on that. That was about 6 numbers on that play as it went first to second base or to first base, and then over to second, and then back over to third and down to home. And in any case, Dakota Perry now up with 2 down and a runner at second, as Curry did take second on the rundown. But if the Jets can come out of here without scoring after getting a runner on third and nobody down, they're not going to be in a too good of a mood for that one. And there's a swing and a miss, and there's a throw down to second, and he's back, or he is. West is not afraid to throw that ball around. He's thrown it a couple times to second. He tried to throw behind to first and get a runner earlier. So Perry, the cleanup hitter. Here comes the pitch, and he slaps one foul. That one's a hot shot into the dugout over on the Adams Central side. They were scrambling around a little bit in there. Everybody's kind of looking, checking, making sure nobody got hurt. Yep. Yeah. And he's saying something to Dakota Pear out there. One of the assistant coaches took that shot, I believe, into the dugout. So Perry facing Zay. Runner at second, 2 down. Zay looks him back. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he gets him to swing and miss. Big strikeout by Zay, the second in the inning. And that will do it for the Jets in that inning. And in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 walk, and 1 caught stealing and a rundown. No, one runner left on base. But at the end of 6 complete innings, we're still tied at 4-4. We'll come back with our 7th inning, again sponsored by Graber Insurance, right after these messages.
When faced with the difficult task of making arrangements for your loved one, many emotions and questions arise. What would they want me to do if they were here? Where is the money coming from? How much should I spend? Do they want burial or cremation? The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home can help you navigate these tough questions. Make your wishes known and allow us to make sure that your wishes are carried out. Call Ryan Hershey or Eric Zelt at 260-724-7167 to schedule an appointment today.
At Ms. Lehman, we've been offering professional realty and auction services since 1960. Taking over ownership of the company in 2021, Bart Lehman has been in the business full-time for 35 years and is proud to be part of the community of Adams and surrounding counties. Visit MsLehman.com to browse our current listings or give Bart a call about your auction or property needs. Ms. Lehman proudly supports today's broadcast on WZBD and asks you to keep them in mind the next time you need their services.
For the past
Back at South Adams High School, where we head to the top of the 7th inning with our score 4-4, all knotted up. It started with a run by Bishop Lures in the, let me get my stats right here. In the top of the 3rd inning, Jacob Felger scored and gave Lures a 1-0 lead. In the bottom of the 3rd, Cade Vandeweghe led off with a double and eventually was brought around and scored to tie the game up at 1. It was a big 3-run 4th inning for the Jets as they Keegan Bloom, Keegan Combs, and Lawson Deeth started with a single and 2 walks to load the bases, and then all 3 were able to score in the inning to take the 4-1 lead. However, in the 6th, Bishop Lures answered with a double of their own, a hit by pitch, another double which brought in the 1st run, and then a 2 RBI double by Jaden Mays to knot things up at 4. And that's where we stand. Top of the 7th, it's the cleanup hitter, Ben Kirchhoff, up for Bishop Lures. If there's any good news somewhat for the Jets, it's the fact that you're starting here you get past 4 and 5 in the lineup and you're heading to the bottom of the order. The bad news is it was the bottom 3 guys in the order that scored for Bishop Lures. So there's a pitch that's fouled back to the screen. And so Kirchhoff, a lefty, and we have a full count. Vandeweghe with the pitch. Here it is, and it's fouled well over the dugout over on the 3rd base side. That might be pretty close to where I parked. I have to check my car later when I get out there. There's cars all lined up along the street on that side. And that pitch is high by Vanderwegen. So a leadoff walk for Kirchhoff here in the top of the 7th inning. And Bishop Luers looking to score the go-ahead run. Mason West, the starting pitcher, now the catcher, is up, number 5 hitter in the lineup. And he is 1 for 3 in the game so far. And the first pitch comes in and hits him. So just like that, you got 2 runners on. And it is nobody down, runners at first and second. So Vanderweg putting himself into a bit of a pickle here with and he tried to run to second. The Kirchhoff was off the bag by about 3 feet and was just kind of brushing himself off. And Vanderweg took off from behind the mound, running at him. Kirchhoff didn't see him until he got pretty close, and he hustled, jumped back at the bag, and Vanderweg almost tagged him out. Interesting. You don't see that play very often at too many levels, but here we just about had it in the high school sectional in 2A 37. So nobody down, runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch, and there's a bunt down the third baseline, and they're going to get him. Oh, no, he didn't get him. He tried to tag him. Keegan Combs reached out. The bunt was hard, came all the way to the third baseman. He waited for it as long as he could, grabbed it, and reached back to tag the runner coming into third and did not get him. So we have that'll be a fielder's choice for Deem, but it now loads the bases with nobody out. And Cam Walters, the guy who's now 2 for 2 in the game, and he was the one who led off the 6th inning issue with a double. And there's a wild pitch that goes back to the backstop by Vanderweg, gets past Bloom, and the runner comes in and scores. So Kirchhoff comes in and scores, and we're at 5-4 Bishop Luers. West takes third, and Deem takes second on the play. So some walks and wild pitch and hit by pitches really hurting the Jets here in the latter couple of innings. Luers' offense had been stifled most of the game, and all of a sudden it's come alive here now in innings number 6 and 7. So Walter's still at the plate. He'll have a 1-0 count. Right now the Jets out on the mound talking things over. They got to try to keep this to a 1-run. They got the bottom of the 7th. They'll have a chance to come back in and tie or take the lead. But they don't want to let this thing get away from them too far. And so the mound visit is broken up. Coach is heading back to the dugout. The players heading back to their positions. So once again, zero outs here in the inning. Nobody out. 2 runners on, second and third. 1 run is in, and it's an important one. So at 5-4, Bishop Luers has the lead. Now they give up the intentional walk, which is going to load the bases once again, figuring that's not going to, if they're giving up 4 runs, they're probably not going to come back. So you're going to try to get that force out now at home. And the runner, or the batter, is number 14, Jackson Hill, who came in for Anthony Antonuccio in that 6th inning, and he got hit by a pitch. And Vanderweg throws it, and it's outside, ball 1. There's no place to put him. They're going to have to get. They got to get him out at home. He's got to throw strikes. There's a foul back to the screen, 1-1. So quite a ball game. It looked like the Jets had taken control at 4-1 and were well on their way, and then 3 runs tied it. And there was a breaking ball in that taken for a ball. I wasn't sure that the batter didn't actually go after it. Kind of gave a little check swing at it, but that wasn't called. And so now Vanderweg, the Hill steps out, calls time. Vanderweg steps off the mound. And so now what do we got going here? Oh, the umpire, somebody was from the lure side was hoping for a balk because the pitcher, Vanderweg, stepped off the mound. And here comes the next pitch. And swung and missed. Jackson Hill waves at that one on the outside corner. And so Vanderweg trying to get out of this jam with limited damage. 1 run. Here's the next pitch, and it's high, and it bounces out of the glove of Keegan Bloom. He didn't see where it went. Fortunately, it just went straight up over the top of him and came right down next to him. So nobody advanced. We're nobody out. Bases loaded. Top of the 7th. Full count. Got no place to put him. There's the pitch and a big swing and miss. Big strikeout from Vanderweg as he gets one. And so that is his second strikeout of the game. And that brings up Austin West. Arnold Lumber, our strikeout sponsor. And West takes a ball way up high and outside. West struck out in the 2nd inning, took a walk in the 4th, and had one of those RBI doubles in the 6th inning. And he hit a ball that was heading out toward center field and just blew away from Jack Hamilton. He could not catch up to it. And there was a line drive that went right to the third baseman, and he thought he had it, and it went by him, and it goes into left field. And so Austin West is going to get a single as that ball just dove right under the glove of Keegan Combs at third. And had he been able to make that play and catch that ball, all he had to do was then take 3 or 4 steps over to the bag. And I'm not sure if he was not thinking about that. But so as it is, it'll be a single, an RBI, 2 RBI single, as 2 runners have come in. So now it is 7 for Bishop Lures, and we're at the top of the order with only 1 out. And there is a popped bunt that is caught behind the behind the plate by Keegan Bloom. So 2 down. 7-4, Jacob Felger, the 8th hitter in the inning to come to the plate. Runners at first and second for the Knights. Vanderweg on the mound, looks in, here he comes, brings a breaking ball nicely over the plate. Strike 1. Felger just let it come through. It looked at first like it was going to be on the inside, just broke right over the plate. Vanderweg with the stretch and the pitch. And that one's inside and offered at by Felger. He looked like he tried to take a check swing, but went too far. And so 2 strikes, 1 strike away from getting out of the inning without further damage, but 3 runs are in. And there it is, a called strike on the outside corner, so strikeout looking. So second strikeout of the inning for Vanderweg, but the damage was done, as in the inning, the Bishop Lures Knights scored 3 times on just 1 hit. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, a fielder's choice, and that brought in 3 runs. And at the end of 6.5 innings, our score is 7-4, as the Jets have to come in and score 3 to keep this game alive.
For the past 90 years, Smith Brothers has built a solid reputation by providing quality furniture that lasts for generations. They continue to employ the best construction techniques and components available in the industry and offer frame and fabric styles to satisfy every taste from transitional to traditional and all stops between. Sitting is believing. Test one of their recliners to see how quality engineering makes them stand out from other leading manufacturers. Smith Brothers of Bern. Feel the difference quality makes.
Brandon here for Kelly's Decatur Auto Mall. 3 dealerships right here in Decatur. Tom Kelly Chevrolet, Tom Kelly Ford, and Tom Kelly Chrysler Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. With a large new car inventory to meet your needs and wants. We also stock over 100 pre-owned vehicles in a variety of price ranges. All the big city incentives right here in Decatur. We have been here for over 70 years. Free car washes for as long as you own your Tom Kelly vehicle. We also just updated our car wash here in Decatur. Stop in and see us soon. And drive Kelly and drive with confidence.
All right, so here's the situation. Adams Central now finds themselves down 3 runs. They were down 1 run in the third, but answered back to tie. They took a 3-run lead at 4-1, but then Lures scored 3 to tie. In the top of the 7th, it was a 3-run outburst for the Knights. And so now with 3 outs left, the Jets need to get some base runners and get some things happening. Ethan Funk, the number 5 hitter, so 5, 6, and 7 up for the Jets. The good news is the 7, 8, and 9 have all been 3 of the 4 runs that they have scored. And there's a little slapper to third, and he's going to throw high, but garnered at the first base there by the first baseman, Cam Walters, who reached up, snagged it, and tagged out Funk. So 5-3, not the traditional 5-3 throw out, but it is the first out for the Jets. They're down to 2. Ryan Tester comes to the plate. Again, earlier in the season, it was an 8-2 ball game that was won by the Lures Knights. In this game, it looked like Adams Central had the better of it for a good portion of it, getting that 4-1 lead, held it for a couple innings. There's a high fly pop-up in the wind. They're going to chase it down, and the right fielder is able to come in and get a hold of it. And so not real sure exactly with all the shifting around who the right fielder was on that particular play. But that was a fly out to 9. And they're down to their final out are the Jets. And that's the way the sectionals run. You can have a great season. You can have a great record. You can be in control of the game. And it's not a best of 3 or best of 5. It's a 1 game and out. And right now they're down to their last out. Keegan Bloom. And he takes a strike as Zay rears back and fires one past him. So Zay, after coming in and having a little trouble initially back in the 5th, has been able to shut the Jets out. And that one, and he swung and it was a strikeout, but the ball went all the way back to the and went back to the backstop, and Keegan Bloom's going to have a strikeout, but he's going to advance on the passed ball. And so the Jets have a runner at first. They're going to need more than that, but you got to have 1 before you can get 2 and 3. Courtesy runner coming in is also Jamison Roach again. And so Combs up to bat. He is 1 for 1 officially in the game. He has a walk, he has a sacrifice, and he has a single. So right now you're just trying to keep the line of moving, and there's a breaking ball that didn't quite come down far enough, called for a ball. Down to the final out here in the 7th inning, and Zay just rears back and throws a little wide, ball 2. Combs just trying to get on base any way he can, try to bring that tying run up to the plate. here comes, oh, and my goodness, that was close to the head area for Keegan Combs. He didn't move too fast because it just rode in on him, got by him before he could really do much. And so that's another ball 3. 3-0. And there's a strike. Kind of took a little bit off of that. Combs taking all the way. 3-1. Keegan Combs trying to extend the inning for the Jets, and they're outside, ball 4. And so base on balls. So after the wild pitch on the strikeout, Zay having trouble finding the plate, throws 4 balls. And so now we're going to have another mound visit. While they do that, we're going to go ahead and listen to one of our fine sponsors. Take a break. We'll be right back after this.
When it comes to your home, there are things the handyman in you wants to do. And then there's things that should be left to the experts. When it comes to seamless gutters, there's only one choice in our area, and that's SureFlow Seamless Gutters in Decatur. Tired of gutters that leak at every seam and every downspout? Call the guys at SureFlow. Putting on a new metal roof and want your gutters to do the job they're meant to do? Call SureFlow. Find them online at seamlessgutters.net or give them a call. SureFlow Gutters, 260-888-5062.
Back at South Adams High School, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and things are starting to get a little interesting again after getting the first 2 outs in the inning, and Bishop Lures with a 7-4 lead coming into the inning, having scored 3 runs in the top of the inning. Zay got the first 2 guys out, got a strike 3 on Keegan Bloom, but the ball got past the catcher to the backstop, and Bloom able to get to first base, followed up by a walk for Keegan Combs. And so now it is pinch hitter came in here for Adams Central. It is Carson Ross who came in to bat for Lawson Deeth. So there's a strike. And Carson Ross looking to extend the inning and keep Adams Central's season alive. Here's the pitch, and that one's a little bit low over the plate, but down low, ball. 1-1. Now the count. Zay looks in for the sign. Now he's in the stretch. Throws a breaking ball right down the middle of the plate. And so now down at 1-2. Carson Ross pinch hitting for Lawson Deeth. Trying to extend, and he swung at one. Strikeout for Isaac Zay to end the game. In the inning, no runs, no hits. There was a pass ball and a walk, but nobody scored. 2 men left on base. And that's the ball game with the final score, Bishop Lures 7, Adams Central 4. Bishop Lures advances to Saturday morning's game at 11 o'clock. They will take on the winner of tomorrow's contest. We'll give you a little more detail on that and how that all goes after we listen to a few of our sponsors and come back for our Adams Woodcrest post game. We'll do that right after this.
When it comes to your home, there are things the handyman in you wants to do. And then there's things that should be left to the experts. When it comes to seamless gutters, there's only one choice in our area, and that's SureFlow Seamless Gutters in Decatur. Tired of gutters that leak at every seam and every downspout? Call the guys at SureFlow.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to Liechty Brothers, your Carrier expert, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Hi, this is Kent at Liechty Brothers Plumbing and Heating with a very simple philosophy. Show up on time, do what you say you'll do, and if there's a problem, fix it.
Liechty Brothers, 251 East
Water Street in Bern.
Growing since the day they opened in 1998 and committed to building lasting customer partnerships, Classic Dye Services is a proud member of the community in southern Allen County. A leader in wire dye production, Classic Dye Services is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wants to wish the teams good luck at today's sectional. Jim Hoffman and Ben Wally urge you to support your local team, and they hope that you visit Hoagland Days in June. Classic Dye Services, New Haven, Indiana.
At DeVos, Baker, Ainsworth, and Razzo, Tim Baker and Scott Ainsworth combined for more than 65 years of experience in business and commercial law. Whether it's business formation, transactions, contract preparation, or general employment law, Tim and Scott provide knowledgeable and thorough guidance in any commercial law issue. Call Tim or Scott today to see how they can put their experience to work for you and let you do what you do best, running your business.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Hey athletes, are you looking to take your game to the next level? Look no further than Indiana Physical Therapy. Our expert team of sports performance specialists and personalized training programs will have you running circles around the competition. Injured or hurt on the field? Come see us. Our team of physical therapists are dedicated to helping you get back up to speed. With over 19 locations across Indiana, we can get you better, faster. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, and people gonna get better.
This is Dustin Cressman of Bixler Insurance. Some commercials make it tempting to buy cheap insurance. Is price really the only thing that's important to you? Bixler Insurance believes cost is important, but asset protection and quality claim service are what you're really paying for. We partner with great companies like Buckeye Insurance Group, striving to have high standards of expertise and professionalism to serve our communities. Give yourself peace of mind. Contact Bixler Insurance today to build a plan that protects your family, farm, or business.
Back here at South Adams High School, Harry Anderson Field, where the Bishop Luers Knights have just defeated the Adams Central Flying Jets in opening sectional round action by a score of 7-4. In the game, the first scoring was done in inning number 3 by Bishop Luers, as they were the guests. At the top of the inning, they scored a run on a single, got to second on an error. The ball got away into center field, and then Isaac Zay with a sacrifice RBI fly ball to right field scored the run, and Luers was up 1-0. In the bottom of the inning, number 3, Cade Vanderweg led off with a double. Trevor Curry got an infield single behind him, and Dakota Perry hit into a double play, but the double play scored Vanderweg, who had advanced to third base, and so the Jets tied things up at 1. In the fourth inning, it was Adams Central who took the lead as Keegan Bloom led off with a single. Keegan Combs and Lawson Deeth with back-to-back walks as Travis North came in to pitch the fourth for Bishop Luers and struggled to start with. So bases loaded. Cade Vanderweg then was able to get an RBI ground ball to right field, or to the first baseman, and then Trevor Curry with the 2 RBI single to bring in the other 2 runs, and so 3 runs in the inning for Adams Central, and they took a nice 4-1 lead. That stayed that way through the 5th inning until the 6th inning, when in the top of the 6th, it was Cam Walters led off, or after an out by Deem to start the inning, Cam Walters with a double. Jackson Hill pinch hitting for Antonuccio came in, got hit by a pitch. Austin West with a double and an RBI brought in Walters. And then the big blow, Jaden Mays with a double that brought in 2 more for the Knights, and they scored 3 in the inning to tie things up at 4. In the 7th inning, in the 6th inning, Adams Central got their leadoff runner, Jack Hamilton, on base. He got all the way to third with nobody out, and Trevor Curry walked to take first, so they had first and third with nobody out. They tried to do a little double steal situation, and on the play, Hamilton was thrown out at home, or run down between third and home, and the threat ended up not scoring any. Bishop Luers came back then in the top of the 7th, take advantage of that, and after a walk and a hit by pitch started the inning, they were able to score 3 runs and take a 7-4 lead. And in the bottom of the 7th, Adams Central was able to get a couple of runners on, but could not bring anybody home, and that was the ball game. So in the game for Bishop Luers, they advanced to Saturday's semifinal round. They had 12 hits. They had 5 walks in the game, scored 7 runs, and they left 10 men on base. For Adams Central, they end their season with a record of 17-11, and they had a total of 4 runs on 9 hits, 6 walks in the game, and they left 9 batters on base. So in the opening round, it's Bishop Luers defeating Adams Central by a score of 7-4. So we're going to listen to a few more messages, take a little break, and come back with a few more stats for the game and kind of wrap this up as best we can. We'll do all that right after this.
The Niemeyer name is synonymous with quality homes in Allen and Adams counties and is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast on WZBD. Whether you're looking to add on a porch, a sunroom, or build a brand new home, make sure to give us a call and talk to us about your plans and what Niemeyer Builders can do for you. Over the past decades, we have proudly built quality custom homes in Decatur, Fort Wayne, Monroeville, and Hoagland, and we would be proud to build your dream home for you. Niemeyer Builders of Hoagland. The Niemeyer name is synonymous.
9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, the bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. If you've gone the distance, welcome to 9 Mile.
Does your heating system need a good end-of-the-season tune-up from Masters Heating and Cooling? Now is the time to tune up your heating and cooling system. At Masters, we have technicians that can service most makes and models of furnaces and heat pumps at low-cost seasonal special pricing. Contact Masters Heating and Cooling at 1045 South 11th Street in Decatur. On the web at mastersheatcool.com to schedule your preventative maintenance checkup now.
Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur is hands down the best auto body repair shop in the Midwest. That's why your friends and neighbors give Bowers Paint Studio a 5-star rating on Facebook. Your family ride get dinged in an accident? Take it to Bowers for a free estimate. Need a custom paint job for your collectible car or motorcycle? Bowers Paint Studio is the place to go. Nate works with all the insurance companies and can help you get a loaner. That's Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
The James D. and Sarah L. Briggs Medical Office Building in Geneva is now open. Dr. Amber Lotzenheiser, Dr. Lisa Ferrando, and nurse practitioner Mona Lisa Rogers welcome you to one of the latest additions to the Adams Health family. Services include primary care, obstetrics, labs, radiology, and physical, occupational, and speech rehabilitation. Call 260-368-7370 or visit adamshospital.org to learn more about another great health service close to home.
Clean water is everybody's business. The City of Decatur thanks you for all you do to keep our streams and rivers clean, but we can do more. Plant bare spots in the yard. Compost yard waste. Limit use of pesticides. And direct downspouts away from sidewalks, driveways, or any paved surfaces. And think about installing a rain barrel for watering plants around the house. Protecting water quality requires all of us to do our part to prevent stormwater pollution. Get more ideas on the web at decaturin.org.
Back here at South Adams High School, where once again the Adams Central Flying Jets have ended their season with a record of 17-11, falling to the Bishop Luers Knights by a score of 7-4. Gave some of the stats on the rundown on the game a little bit ago with the number of hits and walks and runs. From the pitching standpoint for the Bishop Luers Knights, it was Mason West who began the game. He went 3 innings and struck out 2, had 1 walk, gave up 1 run. He was relieved by Travis North, who came in and gave up 3 runs on 2 walks and had 1 strikeout. And I didn't record the number of hits he gave up. He was then relieved in the bottom of the 5th by Isaac Zay, who had to come in and put out the fire that was developing in the 5th with 2 runners on. He was able to get a strikeout and then finish the game. So it's Isaac Zay who gets the win for the game, and he ended up with 5 strikeouts in the game. For the Jets, Dakota Perry started the game. He went 4 innings and gave up 1 run, and he was relieved by Cade Vanderweg, who came in the 5th. Got through the 5th with no problem, but gave up 3 runs each in the 6th and the 7th inning. Cade ended up with 5 strikeouts, but gave up 2 walks and those 6 big runs, so he ends up taking the loss for the Jets. We're going to take another break and come back with more of our Adams Woodcrest post-game show right after this.
Hey, what are you all down about?
You know that car accident I was in and it wasn't my fault? The insurance company isn't even willing to pay my full medical bills.
Why don't you call Glazer Nebbs, where there is no fee if no recovery?
I can't afford an attorney to fight the insurance company with all their resources.
I said at Glazer Nebbs, there is no fee if no recovery.
Maybe I can just call them with some questions about the police report and my injuries. I wondered what I have to pay them.
I said at Glazer Nebbs, they have a free consultation, and there is no fee if no recovery.
Call Glazer and Ebbs in Decatur at 728-9997. Dave Nathan from the Z Team here for the All-American gas stations in Monroe, Hoagland, Monroeville, Bluffton, Ossian, and throughout Zeeland. When was the last time you went to get gas and found the food there worth eating? Well, if you've stopped by one of our All-American stores recently, we know that you've enjoyed our custom handmade subs or a hot cup of our own blend of coffee. The next time you need gas or a quick snack, stop in for a cold fountain pop, an energy drink, or a hot meal. From Monster Energy drinks to Snickers bars, from smoothies to a hot meal on the go, it's all at your local All-American store. It's the All-American Stores. Hometown owners, hometown staff, your hometown team.
Looking to update your kitchen or bath with new countertops or a complete retrofit? Hobbiger's Ace Lumber in Bern brings you custom CAD kitchen design, along with personalized service with 3D rendering that will help you create and complete the project of your dreams. Hobbiger's offers several lines of quality cabinets, plus custom countertops, including the durability and beauty of quartz. Call us today at 800-772-5223 and let us help you with your next project from concept to completion.
Don't be embarrassed by your smile any longer. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere from Decatur Dental Services. And I am now accepting orthodontic patients. If you or one of your children are looking to improve your smiles, please call our office to set up an initial appointment. Decatur Dental Services, providing the oral care that you and your family deserve.
Meyer Auto Sales in downtown Monroeville is your local home for sales, service, and bodywork. Celebrating 99 years in business, Meyer is a longtime supporter of high school athletics and a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Come see us for all your auto service needs, from oil changes to brake service. Meyer Auto Sales also provides towing services and has a full-service body shop. If you're in an accident, give us a call and we will help you through the process of getting back on the road again as soon as we can. Meyer Auto Sales encourages you to support your local team, get on out to the ball game, and to stop in the next time your car needs service. Meyer Auto Sales, the cornerstone of downtown Monroeville.
Back here at South Adams High School, Harry Anderson Field, where once again the Adams Central Flying Jets have ended their season, falling to the Bishop Luers Knights by a score of 7-4. It was a pretty good ball game up until that sixth inning. In the fifth inning, Adams Central able to get the lead and score, in the fourth inning it was, and score those 3 runs to get ahead 4-1. They held that lead for 2 innings into the sixth, but Bishop Luers able to tie it up in the sixth. In the top of the seventh, Adams Central had their chance, had a runner on third, nobody down, and unable to bring that runner in, and those things come back and bite you, and it sure did. In the top of the seventh, it was Bishop Luers able to come in and score 3 runs to control the game and take the victory. So it'll be it'll be Bishop Luers advancing to the semifinal game on Saturday. They will play the winner of Eastbrook and Blackford, who play here tomorrow. That game will be at 11 o'clock. The game following that will be Bluffton South Adams. So we will be bringing you the Bluffton South Adams game on Saturday, most likely. That game will probably start somewhere around the 1 o'clock. Don't know if that'll be on the YouTube channel or on the radio, but it will most likely be something that is being covered by the Z team as we try to follow our teams from Adams County and beyond, Heritage. We have a game going on right now up there, which is featuring Heritage, with our good buddy Dane Filling calling the game and Matt Conversay on the color. During this simulcast, you had a couple of other games that were going, and I'm not privy to the results of those games. I'm sitting here, I haven't been able to keep track of that. I've been quite fortunate, folks, to be able to keep myself going here, to be honest. But it was a good game. It was a good game to call. And we have one more round of messages to get through with our fine sponsors. So we'll do that and come back and wrap this up on the Adams Woodcrest post-game show right after this.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
Now, there's a better way to feed your show animals. Check with the nutrition suppliers at Lehman Feed Mill on 000 in Bern for Hubbard Feed ShowRite show feeds. With ShowRite, the name says it all. For your show cattle, pig, goat, lamb, and rabbit feeds, they have the newest ingredient technology available. Increase your competitive advantage and go for the purple with ShowRite show feeds, available at Lehman Feed Mill 000 in Bern. Give them a call at 589-2451.
At Innovative, we pride ourselves on selling and installing cutting-edge technology. Hi, this is Tina. We proudly offer Martin Logan products. Martin Logan sets the standard for luxury, handcrafted, electrostatic loudspeakers that deliver eye-opening, utterly truthful audio experience unlike anything else. Stop into our showroom at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur to see and hear Martin Logan products for yourself. Innovative Concepts. Celebrating 30 years, we bring technology to you.
Outdoor cooking is great anytime, but spring is the best time. Hitzer, 269 East Main Street in Bern has a complete line of gas, wood pellet, and big green egg charcoal grills.
Plus, Hitzer has outdoor fire pits, cast iron Dutch ovens for outdoor cooking and camping.
Even cast iron kettles from 9 quarts up to 40 gallons. Hitzer, getting ready for spring. Grilling,
and cooking.
The importance of pitching is never more evident than during sectional week. Is your young pitcher struggling to maximize velocity using the lower half of their body? That's where Ground Force Sport comes in. They've been helping softball and baseball pitchers around the country develop lower body strength using cutting-edge technology developed specifically for young pitchers. Check out their King of the Hill, Queen of the Hill, and their new King of the Swing machines at groundforcesport.com.
Hey, does anybody know what days Pizza King of Decatur has their world-famous smorgasbord? Hey, I do. Hi, it's Steve, the King from Pizza King. This has to be the biggest question we get on a weekly basis. So here's the scoop. We offer lunchtime smorgasbord Monday through Friday, 11 to 1, Sundays, 11 to 1:30, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings, 5 to 8:30. So swing out and see us east of downtown Decatur, or as always, give us a ring at 728-2151. And as always, the difference is in the squares.
Life's a journey. Along the way, F&M Bank can be your financial partner. When you're beginning, starting out and starting a family. When you're growing, buying your first car or first home. When you're planning for your kids' education or retiring, F&M can help you reach your goals with personal savings, personal checking, home and auto loans, and more. Because at F&M, it's about you and us. Learn more at fm.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, and MLS number 407535.
Well, one more time here, Mike Mackey at South Adams High School. And once again, Bishop Luers defeats Adams Central by a score of 7-4. The currently on ZBD, if you still are listening to us here, the game is being broadcast by Dane Filling up in Leo, and I think it's I'm not even positive who's playing. I think it's maybe Heritage versus Garrett. I have one report. Baseball, Belmont, we think, won. Belmont girls beat Mechaniqual in softball by a score of 13-3. So we'll be following those teams in action later this week as sectional moves along. Well, that was my first attempt at the YouTube channel broadcast. Didn't go too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed it, those of you that are still with us here. And if you enjoy doing this, listen to we are bringing all these sport, whether it's on YouTube channel or whether it's on the radio. WZBD is your sports leader in Northeast Indiana. So with that being said, they're turning the lights off on me here. I'm going to head out and head home and see my family. Thank you for listening. Once again, the final here at South Adams High School. Bishop Luers 7 and Adams Central 4. For Dave Nathan and for the rest of the Z-Team broadcast crew and for the people here at South Adams, this is